always make sure you block your tires. So this is my 52 4-8N. The reason I have it up on the ramps today is I have a crack in the bottom part of the bell housing. It looks like it was repaired at one time. You can see it's got a little bit of weld on it. Goes all the way around. Let's take a look at the other side. So this is on the other side. You can see the crack. What I'm going to do today is see if we can at least close up the crack with some JB Weld. I know it's not the perfect fix for it, but no doubt this has been like that for many years. So I just want to seal it up to keep the moisture out of it. And I'll keep an eye on it, which I've been doing, and it hasn't been getting any worse. So the next step I want to do is I've actually sprayed some degreaser all on the crack. However, you don't want to put JB Weld over painted metal. You want to clean a lot of this off. So what I have is my wire brush on my drill. And I'm just going to clean off all the areas where I want to put the JB Weld. That way you have a nice clean surface for the weld to stick to. So what I'll do is I'll grind all the paint off in this area. It's going to take a little bit. There's probably quite a few layers. And once we do that, I'm going to clean it with paint thinner to get any of the loose debris and any leftover oil off of the surface there. So again, I'm going to do all around the area where it's cracked where I'm going to put the JB Weld. Alright, so this is the underside of the tractor, so you can see what I'm doing here is cleaning all the paint off the areas I'm going to repair. So you can see how large this crack actually is. A little piece missing right here. And so what my plan is today is to repair this crack here that almost looks like an M. So I'm going to finish grinding all the old paint off, and then what I'm going to do probably next week is I'm going to clean this one up and do this one second once this here dries nice. And again, you can see where it's been all welded or brazed many years ago where it cracked. So I would say some water got in it and it probably cracked. Again, these tractors are 70 years old, so they're allowed to have a few little bumps and bruises like this. So the next step is finish grinding, and then I'm going to clean this all off with some paint thinner. So here's the JB Weld I'm going to use. So this sets up in 4 to 6 hours. They say really it should cure for 15 to 24 hours. So I've actually done another video when I'm repairing an exhaust using JB Weld, so I'm not going to get into too many details with it, but all you do is squeeze equal parts of the gray and the red onto a clean surface, and the big thing with that is you got to make sure you mix it really well, and then we'll be able to apply it. So I'm going to mix it up. So make sure you mix it really well. When you're applying JB Weld, the big thing is you don't want to put it on too thick. So I got a little bit on a popsicle stick. I'm just going to go right along where the crack's at. Try to smoothen it out. And the goal is to seal the crack. I don't want any moisture getting into my bell housing. And again, this has probably been like this for quite some time. So you can see how much better that's going to be with it sealed compared to the big crack. So I'm going to apply all the JB Weld on the crack, and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so I got the JB Weld all applied. Went on very, very good. Again, surface prep is huge. Again, I degreased it. I grinded all the area down with a wire wheel, and then I used paint thinner to clean the area again. And as you can see, it went on really nice. And what I'll do after this sets is I'll give it a nice quick sanding, and then we're going to repaint it. And this is the other side. Again, it will look much better once it's all sanded and repainted. And I had enough to do the center there too, so I made sure that was nice and clean. And again, no doubt this has probably been like this for 20, 30, 40, God only knows how many years. So it'd be nice again just to have it all sealed up and not allow any moisture in the bell housing. I should also mention too that once I sand this down, if I feel like there's any areas that should have a little bit more, I'll certainly put another application of JB Weld on it. But I try to put it on fairly heavy, but you don't want it on super heavy or it won't cure properly. But again, I think this will be fine, and I'll give it a quick scuffing and sanding, and then we'll put some red paint back on her. So guys, again, just a short video on how to repair a crack on a bell housing. Again, this is a 52 4-8 end. So what I'm going to do is let this sit probably till tomorrow around lunchtime, and then I'll give my repair a quick sanding and a little repainting, and then hopefully you won't even know that it was done. Again, this is a crack that's been on there for quite a while. The best way to obviously repair this is probably take it to a shop where they could either braze or weld or solder it back to have it perfect. I don't have access to one right now. So again, that's just my quick repair. And again, it hasn't gotten any worse since I've owned this tractor. So I certainly don't mind doing this little repair, at least to get me by in the meantime. And it's something you can certainly do on your own too. I used probably 3/4 of a pack of the, again, the JB Weld. So literally this repair cost me about $8 to do, and if it lasts for a while, that's great. Again, if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll be doing some more updates on the tractor. I have a few more projects for it. And if you're into this sort of video, you may consider subscribing to the channel. Again, any questions, post them below. Thanks for watching, guys.